welcome back to Nerds Order Music. Today our guest is the band Big Fat Meanies. What is up?
Hello.
Hey
guys, how's it going?
Doing good. Thank you for being here with us tonight.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you,
us.
Zach.
For having us.
All right, let's get started. Where did this band begin?
Rick.
Oh, I was going to hand it off to you, but I can take it. Our band has humble beginnings in the third floor B wing of Bard Hall at Millersville University. Basically, we were lucky enough to have all of the incoming freshmen get assigned to our dorms at college, and all the music majors, like almost all of them in our class, all the guys were in the same hallway. So it was like art majors and then music majors and then like two undeclared majors at the end. And basically we formed in a hallway. Sam and this other guy, Evan, started talking about forming a band, and then went around knocking on people's doors being like, hey, you want to be in my band? Hey, you want to be in my band? And then it happened.
That's really what started it?
Did I miss anything?
Yeah, that's how it started.
That's basically it.
It kind of started
Yeah.
as a joke.
That's really cool, actually.
It started as a joke, but then, we realized that we were playing with some pretty talented musicians, so we started to take it a little more seriously.
All right.
A couple lineup changes later, and
Yeah. If I can interject, I wasn't there at that time, but it just seems like at that time, you just wanted to start a band with whoever and whatever talent you had in that hallway, and it wound up, like you said, just being a bunch of incredibly talented people, and you guys were writing really good songs. So a few iterations later, and it's solidified.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. What inspired the band name?
Sam,
Uh,
this is yours.
comment. The official
Ah,
answer.
boo.
The official answer is because there is a lot of us and we play very loudly. But the unofficial answer is SpongeBob, and that's what Patrick called Mrs. Puff. It's a good band name.
You know, I will agree you on that because I like it. Let's see. How does your music come together? I'm sorry, doggy. Did I upset you?
She was just answering.
My wife just got home. She's been gone all weekend. She's real
Oh,
excited.
that's wild. Our dog is barking now, too.
Conan's going wild too.
What?
He heard Evie.
I love that.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
How does our music come together?
Like, what's the writing process? What do you mean?
Yeah, writing process.
It usually
Just
starts.
checking.
It usually starts with me in some capacity, and then it usually finishes with Xander and Rick.
That's a really broad way of saying it, but
With a lot
what
of
happens is
between.
Sam will write these riffs. Sam will write the general structure, the scaffolding to the song, and then he'll bring certain ideas to us. We pretty much say yes, let's go with that. Start writing along to it, and then just through a natural process, some things fall off, some things stay with us, and we'll start writing melodies to it and hooks and things of that sort. And then Rick, primarily, I would say, I don't know if that's an appropriate statement, but Rick will write a lot of horn parts to these songs as well. So those hooks add on, and so pretty much Sam writes the scaffolding, and then we layer on. He'll bring those ideas to us, and we layer everything on.
Our songs are like ogres and onions. Lots of
They have layers.
layers.
Yeah, and then when we're recording, we add breakdowns
That's right.
on the fly.
That's actually pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Well, speaking of songs, what was the process behind "Meet Me at the Downbeat"?
Ooh, that's a That's a bit of a.
I'll be right back for that question. Somebody else can answer it though.
Oh,
Rick?
oh, yay! Oh, Eve, Sarah.
That's
He was
adorable.
actually, we were actually just talking about this at the last rehearsal.
Hmm?
I think Sam brought us like the original structure of Downbeat, like what they originally wrote, and it's so different.
Yeah, there used to be like, I don't know, we were like freshmen in college, like wanting to be in this like ska band that was also a prog band and stuff, and like being like, oh, we went to school for music, so we can do all these crazy like riff things and extended solo sections, and it had some of those in it, and it was more of a jam song, I guess. It still had a structure, obviously, but this version is much more of a song, like a complete, like, here's this part, this leads into the next thing really well. But Downbeat was primarily written by Sam, and then Sam and I decided that we needed to finish it for a show that we were playing. We were playing like, I think the show that Xander approached us at was the first time we played it for people. And we needed to finish it over the summer leading up to that show. So we would stay up till like 7 a.m. Like we would just go from like 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. just like going over the song, like adding horn parts, rearranging horn parts and melodies and different things here and there. And then Brenna joined for a couple of those for like writing lyrics and stuff. And I just remember the three of us in Sam's house at college, just staying up until the sun rose. And then we were like, I guess we should call it. You know?
That was fun.
It was fun. To be young again.
I love that. That's great. That's honestly one of my favorite songs so far that I've heard. I can't stop
you.
listening to it.
It
Like I
is
said,
fun. It's fun song.
I've had it on repeat quite a bit today.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
What we like to hear.
Mhm. All right. My next question is also one of my most favorite. Who would you love to collaborate with in the on stage and in studio?
Oh,
Good question.
That's a great question.
I always want to collaborate with people who like don't do music as their main thing, but like have the secret musical talent. Like I want to do a song with Daniel Radcliffe and I want him to rap.
Oh my god.
awesome.
That'd be great.
Let's write like something acoustic with Tom Felton because he also has music.
Yeah.
And it's great. Very fun. Oh my god. Harry Potter themed album.
And Peter Dinklage plays trumpet, I think.
Stop. Are you serious?
Yeah, he was in.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he was in a
God.
punk band. He was in a punk band for a lot of his like
What?
college age.
That's amazing.
You not know that?
No.
I'm just hearing this now.
Yeah.
I'm overwhelmed.
I will have to do some research now.
Those are my dream collaborations. Like collaborating with other musicians are really cool. Well, sorry, other professional musicians are really cool. But I think that's like fun and weird.
That's so fun. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Now I'm trying to think of other celebrities and
Snarky
people.
Puppy, on a serious note,
Yeah.
That would be
has been a
insane.
constant for me. I've always wanted to work with Snarky Puppy.
Greg Bell.
They're too good.
I always want to collaborate with people who play like weird instruments like I do. Like I play bass clarinet in our band and everyone thinks I play the saxophone and I don't. Well, I do, but not on stage. So I want to collaborate with someone that's like, I don't know, like a harpist or something. That would be so cool to have like
Very
a
cool.
featured harp player or like someone who plays like really specific like sitar with pedals, something like crazy, something like that. Or I also recently, I really want to have a Vocaloid on one of our songs. I think that
Oh
they are
yeah.
fascinating. That would be so sick.
That
Big
would
Fat
be-
Miku crossover. Let's go.
Yes.
Like a song with like Siri.
As a nerd, you got me excited now, you son of a bitch. Oh man, I could definitely see that happening too. I really could.
It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy. And I think that like the synthesis of like technology and acoustic stuff that we have going on, like all of our horns have pickups as well. So like we can make some really weird sounds. Like we run a pedal board for all of us and everything. We each have pedal boards and stuff. So all of that's super interesting to me.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, that's a newer development in our band. All of our whole horn section, we now have pickups drilled into our mouthpieces, and we run through like EQ, gate, boosts. We have some fun pedals. I have a harmonizer
Yup.
and an arpeggiator. Bill has a wah. Rick has a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It's super
So
fun.
those downbeat solos have gotten a lot more interesting live.
Mhm.
You can
That's incredible. I love that. All right.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy.
My next question would be, when did you sign on with DI Records?
Oh my gosh. How long
Officially?
ago was that? I guess
2 years ago?
yeah, when we like first started working with Dakota. Had to have been
Yeah,
at
that was probably
least
like
a couple.
like 2.5, 3 years ago, maybe.
I was gonna say yeah, at least 2
Before the
years ago.
pandemic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, right
Before
before.
the pandemic. But we submitted our paperwork officially and stuff. We got a bunch. Dakota emailed us with a bunch of paperwork like recently, a couple months ago. We were like, yeah, sure. Well,
It's only
That
a
was pretty recent.
couple months, couple weeks, months.
Yeah.
I can
So our
imagine.
first album we released independently, and so this will be the first time we're releasing with DI Records.
yo,
So I guess October 1st now. Yep.
Nice. Speaking of music and stuff, tell me about this gig you guys did today.
oh, thank you guys.
Nicole and I are in a funk cover band. We Tower of Power, Earth, Wind, Fire. We do like Bruno Mars, Alicia Keys, commercial pop type stuff. It's a fun band, but yeah, we played over at Columbia River Park to a bunch of people sitting out on the lawn. It was fun.
It's fun.
Jason, what's your band's name?
It's called Matches Funk on Fire.
Matches Funk on Fire.
I like that a lot. Hey, I love old school funk. I listen to funk from the 70s still. And I'm only in my early 20s. So
Okay, then you probably dig what we play.
send me it over later. I'll give it a listen.
I'll
All
do.
right. Let's see. My next question is, what is the best piece of advice you could give your listeners and other musicians?
Be open. Be open. I mean, that's exactly how this band started. They were every kind of instrument, every kind of influence, and that's how we continue to operate today. Be open to collaboration in a lot of different aspects, and you'll get a very unique product if you really work towards it. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Don't try to fit us into any. We're kind of a collaboration of all genres.
Yeah.
I would say unless you just like want to have fun and like start a hobby band, I would say make sure it's really something that you really want to do before you do it.
hmm I would say for other musicians, like people trying to break into the industry, is just like study up on the industry itself, know your stuff, but also like know your own worth and don't settle for less than what you're worth, and like make contacts. Always be, support your local musician, but like go to your friends' shows, go to other people's shows you're interested in, try to really connect with those people, because those people are going to be your support system throughout everything.
Right. Who do you want to collaborate with? You asked us before. That's exactly. You go to their shows, you make connections, put yourself out there, and I would say it's much easier as a group to do that. But even as an independent musician, you know, a solo musician or something like that, just making sure that you show up is, I think showing up is you know, 90% of it. So.
Mhm.
All right. Is that everyone?
That's pretty much
Any
it.
other
Yeah, I
advice?
mean, I'll just echo, yeah, make friends. You know, that's, I think none of us would be anywhere without the friends that we have made who have wanted to play with us, who have booked us for shows, who have come to our shows. We recently just played at our favorite venue, like our home base. The guy that owns that venue, Phantom Power in Millersville, Greg, we credit him with like giving us our start. Like we played an open mic that he was at, and he asked me for my info, told me he'd book us, and then a couple weeks later, we were playing the Chameleon Club in Lancaster, and it was awesome. And so we kind of have followed him in each place he went, and now at Phantom Power, and he said the same thing to us. He was like, "Yo, thank you guys, because with the pandemic happening and everything, it's like the local support and the musicians that are around are what's keeping this place going, and what's keeping all of the industry going is like everyone's support of the industry."
Definitely.
Because it doesn't seem like other people are supporting it much.
Shade.
Yeah,
Yeah, Greg's the man.
we love Greg.
He's been
You're a really cool
our
guy.
yeah, he's just been our genuine close friend through all of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we used to rehearse at the Chameleon Club, where Greg was a booking agent and a bartender, and he and we just so happened to be rehearsing on the days that they had their open mic down there where he was bartending, and so it just kind of was a great opportunity for us to practice new material by going to this open mic, and he caught that earworm right away and has been in our corner every step of the way, and we're in his 100%. And I can't stress that enough for all of the connections you make. You know, if we're still on this topic of suggestions for people coming up, yeah, just be a good person, be genuine, make your friends in the scene, and make sure that they're friends first, and you know, business compadre second.
Nicole, don't you want to give advice on proper practice procedure and technique?
Oh man. Should I?
You are very good at it, so I'm always here to hear your wise words.
Oh gosh. Practice with the metronome.
Yeah.
And the tuner.
Tuna.
Yup.
Hey, whatever works, right?
Literally, if there's two things you can do as a musician to get better, practice with the metronome and practice with the tuner.
If any of our students are
Valuable.
watching this,
Depending on your instrument.
Yeah.
Piano players don't really have to practice with the tuner, but
That's, well, yeah.
point's still valid.
For sure. All right, my last question of the night and my most favorite, well, second to last question is, do you have any questions for me?
I was looking at your thing back there. Well, I don't know.
The arcade game?
Yeah. Tell me about that.
Well, it's functional and it's a actual arcade machine, not like a makeup one.
Sick.
that's so cool.
Yep, Arcade One Up, $200 for this little thing, and it has like Galaga, Pac-Man, like 6 other games on it.
Nice.
Yeah, you can buy cabinets
That's
so
sick.
cheap nowadays.
Yeah,
I was looking into getting one for I love Centipede. I
yes.
absolutely love Centipede. That's one of my favorite classic games. And so I
And
was looking into buying one. It's only $200 for
Exactly.
a cabinet.
I got the wall mount one for 200, and I got a stool with it that says Galaga on it. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
are you on a laptop or like a phone or what?
Hmm?
Can you like pick it up and show us the goods? Or are you on?
I'm on a laptop. It is very hard to move this thing.
Gotcha.
I can do it on my phone later.
Nice. Yeah, we're all coming over and playing arcade games.
Heck yeah.
Connecticut, here we come.
Let's go.
Big in for Connecticut. Oh, just to play some arcade games at our interviewer's house.
Yeah.
And more the merrier.
It's kind of like a ska pop punk scene in Connecticut a little bit.
There is.
Yeah, there. I've met a couple of bands up there. Some of them are a little weird, but some of them are pretty cool.
We're a lot weird. So
Mhm,
Hey, being weird is good.
it's true.
normal is abnormal.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Tell us where should we play up there?
I'm actually in the basement. I have a den room down here.
No, like where should we play a show in Connecticut?
Oh,
In his
I think you meant
basement.
the arcade. That's what we were on.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of venues. There's Toad's Place, which has performances all the time. It's like a bar open mic kind of thing they do. Then there's the
Nice.
Xfinity Theater, which is big for a lot of concerts. And that's where Warp Tour was also held quite a bit.
Oh,
Oh,
word.
Gotcha.
Right, okay.
I can't wait to go back to that when they bring it back, because they've been dropping hints about returning it. So
yeah.
I'm sorry that Comcast has infected your city, or your state rather, because
that
they're
was
here
You
in
know, it's
PA.
Comcast.
They're headquartered.
damn.
What's on your shirt?
Monopolies and such.
Oh, it's just an anime character from an old show, Cowboy Bebop.
Well, oh, fuck
Oh,
yeah,
I need to
Spike.
watch that.
BB.
I just
Awesome.
finished
Ooh.
watching Fruits Basket.
We're all weebs.
Oh, let's talk about Fruits
Oh god,
Basket.
we only got 5 minutes
Sorry.
left until the video.
Oh
cuts
man,
off.
okay. Sorry.
Post interview
That's
Zoom
one of my
session.
favorite.
I mean, this isn't the first time. One guy I worked with, he did a song off Evangelion. He wrote himself with his metal band, and we talked about it.
Very sick.
half
Oh
the
Fuck
thing.
yeah.
And
That's
my God.
awesome.
album interview / anime discussion in the same episode. So I
Oh,
Mhm.
we
Oh,
could
well-
have an anime discussion.
We're all weebs.
Yeah.
Yes!
Sorry, Fruits Basket is like one of my favorite animes.
behind me, I actually just went to an anime con and got a bunch of signatures. So
Oh
Oh,
my
cool.
God.
What con? What con?
let's see. I got one from Rosario Vampire, Dragon Maid, and Dr. Stone.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. What con did you go to?
Connecticut. It's a small Comic Con for Connecticut, and a bunch of anime voice actors went this time. It was insane.
I love
That's so
that.
cool.
They also have an arcade where it's like all imported Japanese arcade consoles, and I'm like, fuck
Oh.
yeah.
Games Room.
That's sick.
Games Room.
Oh.
And it takes up half of the one side of the venue. So you see like rows and rows of arcade machines, Segas, and a bunch of other shit.
Love that shit.
I just got
That's-
back from that. I literally just got back from that like last week. Well, technically last
That's
week.
awesome.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
It was. Oh, all the panels I went to. Goodness.
Dang, if I knew,
Yeah.
I would have worn my Violet Evergarden shirt for the
Mm.
thing. If we're doing like weeb stuff.
Yeah, I should have mentioned. I
No.
didn't know you guys should leaves. I mean, hey, you know what?
In
We
the
can
biggest way.
always do another video in the future. I always love having guests return.
I'd love that.
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
absolutely.
Whole band comes
Okay.
back to talk
Yeah,
about
that's a big
anime.
thing.
Not our music.
Just to talk about anime.
Just anime.
I mean, I was thinking about doing an anime podcast and inviting some of the bands, so maybe we could do that.
Great idea.
Oh,
Like
we
a
need
long
to.
ass talk about anime.
Yes. We
With other
will
bands.
talk.
Fuck yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'll actually send the track over later from the guy who made a song about Evangelion. I'll send it over after this is
That's
That
Yeah,
would
awesome.
be
please.
sick.
yeah, and the
Mhm.
dude
Love
is
to listen.
total weeb. Just
We gotta upload our thing then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm having too much fun now, and it's like we only have like 3 minutes left. I was like, damn it!
Damn.
I should ask the last question before the video cuts. All right, my next question is, what is the future for Big Fat Meanies?
New music.
Loaded question.
Yeah.
We have some
Music.
music.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
In the very near future.
what the long term future, or the near future.
Anything you want to disclose?
I don't know. We're gonna keep this train rolling. We're very excited about what we have coming out very soon. It's gonna be a great next step in our sound, I think, and appeal to a lot of people. And we're excited to see where it goes from there. Honestly, like, yeah,
Combination.
we're in this. We are fucking in this.
The only
Yeah.
thing.
That is a beautiful
mean-
answer. I love it.
Yeah, COVID willing, I think we're trying to do a tour or two next year with new music. Yeah, just see what happens. You know, we're like Xander said, we're in it.
If you do a tour, hit up Connecticut, and I will go to that shit. I will do
Absolutely.
I will make it.
There we go, and we'll make sure to play Downbeat.
You guys
It's
rock.
like a staple at most shows anyway. I don't think we
It
played
is.
a show without Downbeat.
I don't
It's been
think
a
we've ever
while.
played a show without Downbeat. Yeah.
I love it. I've been literally blasting that song for like the last 2 days, if I'm being totally honest.
That's so nice.
Well, on October 1st, you're going to be blasting a new song.
I look forward to it.
It'll be something.
Well, we have less than 1 minute, so I should probably wrap this up before it cuts us out. And we will definitely do another one very soon.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
Look forward to it.
Absolutely. We'd love to come back. Thanks, Zach.
Of course. This
Yeah,
has been-
thank you so much.
Thank you guys for being here. This has been amazing.
Yes, this is awesome. Thank you so much again for working with us and having us on.
Thank you guys for being here. This has been another episode of Nerds Order Music. Today our guests were Big Fat Meanie, and you'll have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Go to bed with myself. Every night it's the same. I have no one to blame. But if there was someone else, then maybe these walls wouldn't be so loud. I spent my last reality check on some liquid peace of mind. On my left I see an angel with his head in the gutter, but on the right the devil is waiting in line. Seems like no one can save me from this monster I'm becoming. What's the use in fighting? It's so inviting to give in for one more night. I hate that my life is not catered. They'll call me on my bullshit hater, but see you later. Tip it thinner than a razor. My mind is made up. I'm living this life the way I want. No chaser. No, I don't chase dreams. I chase dreams. Only with a foggy head. That's my philosophy. Philosophies that sound like